Hey guys, I just want to show you this book up close. Revelation 4 Views Revised and Updated, a Parallel Commentary by Steve Gregg, forward by Dr. Robert G. Klaus. And, there's different people writing in this. I thought it's different than what I thought it was. I haven't really read through it yet, just looked through it a little bit, but I guess that, I thought that there was just different chapters on the different views, but really it's kind of like a chapter by chapter, like verse by verse commentary, and it shows each view. And it's like 600 pages. So I was surprised by how big it was. I mean, I knew it was 600 pages, but it's like, wow. I love the big books. Just because they're big doesn't mean, that they're great, but I knew that this was kind of an extensive thing. And this is a revised version. I'm glad that I got this. This is a revised and updated version. There's a regular one too. I was going to get that one, but then I saw this one. And they're pretty much the same price. Not too, I don't know if this was much more at all, if any. But, of course, you can get hardbacks and stuff too. The paperback's always cheaper. So sometimes the bigger paperbacks, they might fall apart or something. But, oh well. Anyways. This seems like it's something worth getting if you're interested in this. I mean, sometimes it's hard to find. It's hard for me so far to find a lot on the idealist view online. But, the futurist and the preterist, there's plenty of places online you can read about that. But if you kind of want all four summed up in one book and stuff, this seems pretty nice. But anyways, I'll show you. See, the contents has introduction. And then it starts going through the passages, through the chapters, different sections. It kind of breaks them down into the 7 letters, the scroll, the trumpets, all that. So, but I'll skip into it a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, get past the letters. Okay, so we get later on, and then you can see here it breaks it up into these different sections: historicist, preterist, futurist, and idealist. And it gives each their interpretations of these passages, and they talk about specific verses. Very interesting. And one of the things at the beginning that is one of the very first verses that is debated is when Jesus says that I'm going to show you these things that are going to shortly come. And so different people, so the preterists, the historicists, they say, that means that everything that happened in this book had to happen, after it was written, very shortly. And then the futurists, they say, that means when Jesus comes, he's going to come quickly. So it talks about the manner of his coming, not the timing. And so with the idealists, I think it can kind of be both, but it's kind of like these themes are shortly to come, like the judgment, if it happens at death. So, anybody can die at any time. And also, the book of Revelation talks about persecution and tribulation and trials. And so that stuff, it's expected in the Christian life. And also, just victory in Jesus. So all that stuff is shortly to come. So there's that way to look at it too. So I don't think it really causes a problem for the idealist view like people will try to say that it does. But, another thing I was talking about is how the verses are in the back. And this is probably just in the revised version, I'm not sure. But that's awesome. So if somebody says, well, what about this verse? How would you interpret that? So this can be a quick reference. And, they might not cover everything, might not have a good commentary on everything. Might not be right about every little detail, but, I mean, it's a good help. It's something to look at first, to get a start. So, if anybody was interested, I thought, then there's the subject index too here. That's pretty cool. I didn't even see that. So I'm really hoping to look through it a little more this weekend. But if anybody's interested in this book, it seems like a good buy. So, there's that. God bless.